How about this, folks? Ensure you stay safe on the road this holiday season with a little annual maintenance. Of course, Andy Pfiffick is here from Radar Complete Car Care. Always a lot of help here, and we're also going to do Ask Andy. So if you have some questions, write them down. This may even instigate some questions here.
Could be. Yeah.
What's going on?
Winter's here.
Hey-o.
It showed up with a bang last week.
Yeah. And boy, what a surprise that was too. I mean, it was like summer for a while, then all of a sudden snow.
Yeah, it was gorgeous on Saturday. Monday it showed up. Yeah, so, it's that time of the year where, I think we take car care for granted until we need it. Now it's the time of the year where it's dangerous if you get caught on the side of the road and you're not prepared. So I like to break it down in a few things. Is number one, see and be seen. So you want to be able to see out your windshield. So this time of year you need to have winter washer fluid that's good for 20 below zero. So there's summer washer fluid and there's winter washer fluid. So you want to make sure you have all season or winter fluid in there so it won't freeze. Then your wiper blades, very important. This is a winter blade that has a jacket on it so the ice can't get in and freeze to your windshield.
So it won't stick it.
Right. This is the old style blade, so the ice gets in there and it sticks and it'll jam up and it'll chatter. And this is a beam type blade. As you can see, that's very flexible. This is a silicone type blade. These last much better and longer. You can keep them on all season long.
Yeah, a little more money, but
but they're made out of silicone too, so they stay soft and pliable all winter long.
And how often should you take a look at this? Because I know one should make the mistake, and I've done it many times, smear back and forth when you need to see the most.
Right, when you can't see out of them or they start chattering across there, that's time to change them.
Okay.
But everybody's different. If you park out in the shade, they last much longer than if you park in the sun, because it's the UV rays that deteriorate them more than anything.
Can somebody come to your place and just pull in and quickly get a set of these?
Yeah, that's our pit stop service. You can do it almost any time.
Yeah, if you're thinking about that, folks, it's a great idea. For very little money, so much safety.
Yeah, they're very nice. And then belts and hoses, they need to be changed about every 100,000 miles. So whatever your time limit is, 5 years, 6 years, 100,000 miles, you need to change belts and hoses.
So this is one of the things that you can take a look at. You can take a squeeze and you say, hey, it's time.
Fancy you might say that, because this is a rendition of a safety check for your car. We do this all digitally most of the times, but this is what we go through every time we bring a vehicle in, no matter what it is. We do a full safety check on the vehicle. All these items are checked, and then we get report back to the client. So you know the good and bad and ugly of your vehicle. So that's when we do. You want to know.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, that's when it bites you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Did we talk about this? Because this is a very, very important thing, isn't it?
Well, in the old days, you used to have 3 or 4 belts on the car.
Yeah.
Most cars today only have 1 or 2 belts. So if you lose one belt and it runs everything,
whole thing,
you're stranded on the side of the road. So your power steering, your water pump, your alternator that charges your battery, everything is down.
How many miles
stranded.
do you check that at?
Again, 5, 6 years, 100,000 miles, these should be changed. So in a lot of cars, the average vehicle on the road today is 12.8 years. So that should be changed at least twice in a lifetime on the vehicle.
Cars have really improved. It didn't used to be 12.8 years.
Yeah, it used to be 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
So the typical
I had some of those
12.
cars.
So then we go to tires. Tires and brakes are what gives you your stopping power and your traction. Hard to believe, but this tire came in just last week on a vehicle. The client told us the car was perfectly fine, and within 1 day, we totally wore out the tire. They hit a chuck hole, knocked the front alignment out so bad that, as you can see in this tire, they wore the inner edge of the tire out completely within 1 day. So maintenance on a vehicle is so important to be looking at it all the time.
A couple days of blowout.
Yeah, another day or so, this would have been a total blowout. Could have been on the freeway, could have caused an accident, so you want to do that. And then the most important thing this time of year is your battery. Most vehicles have 2 batteries today. If you have a vehicle that does stop-start, when you come to the stop light and it shuts off, there's usually a second battery that does the starting of the vehicle again. So you have 2 batteries. It's important to check them. We have a battery tester that does this. I'm not going to take the time. It takes a couple minutes to set it up and does it, because we're out of time. But we do a battery test on every time your vehicle comes in, check it. And if it checks bad, we're going to let you know. If it checks good, we're going to let you know. But you wanted to have a good battery this time of the year, because for every 10 degrees the temperature drops, your battery loses about 2 to 3% of its charge. So a battery that's a little bit weak, it's going to fail when it gets really cold outside.
Okay, we have a lot more to talk about, but you have a chance to ask Andy. Send your car questions to newday@fox8.com, and Andy will be back a little later in the show, and we'll find out exactly the answer to your questions, and he's got all the answers, so we'll see what happens there.